I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Hey Brahmins, it is Wednesday, Con Wednesday, and okay, so we have the rest of this week. You're going to be off for a week. I'm looking at the calendar behind the screen, and then when you come back, that is the week of an SAT. Remember, this is the last week to be able to sign up for that December 4th SAT. Gosh, December. That sounds like such a long way away, but it is not. That is going to be the week that we come back from fall break. So use your time wisely. Make sure that you are practicing in Con because you need that extra practice before you go into this other test administration. Okay. All high schoolers, listen up. This is freshmen all the way through our seniors. If you are interested in an opportunity to earn some community service hours, I have an opportunity for you this week on Friday after the early release day. Our county is going to be handing out food it's near Yearling. I can get you the information. You're near Yearling and North Elementary School, where the food service building is kind of across the street over here. Their mobile food distribution on the 19th would like some volunteers to come help for them distribute food. That is going to be anytime between 10:45 and 4 o'clock. They need all the help that they can get. So if you are interested in that community service opportunity, shoot me an email and I will put you in contact with the director of food service, and she'll be able to get you some more information about where to go. Last thing, sorry. Our food collection here today is the last day. I know Ms. Goggins will be giving you an update for freshman campus. Yesterday, we had a class certainly show up. Miss Burks is in the lead by a lot. And I mean, a lot. Like they're in triple digits and no one else is even close. However, I hear there may be a dark horse coming out of nowhere today and everybody's bringing in the food today. So we shall see. Today is the last day for food collection. Our aides will be coming around during third hour to start picking those up. So I'm interested to see. Thank you all so much for everyone that has participated in that. Every bit of this food that is collected is going right back in the Okeechobee community. So thank you so much.
Hey, congratulations to the girls weightlifting team. They traveled to John Carroll last night and won the entire meet. There were a lot of match wins and PRs. So on top of Mariah Jenkins, who won her weight class. So way to go, girls. And also Jostens is in the cafeteria today or out in the courtyard, one or the other. So during your lunch, make sure you stop and talk with them, juniors and seniors, if you have questions about cap and gown or ring ordering.
Hey, good morning. I just had one quick thing. Just to follow up to something Ms. Meyer said earlier in the week, we are coming up on a break. If you have a walkie-talkie in your room or in your office, can you please take that out of the cradle? And so it's not charging for a whole week and a half, because I think when we leave them on all that time, it tends to wear the batteries down for some weird reason. So if you could take that out and turn it off, just sit it on your desk, and whenever you get back in, put it back in the cradle. I think that would be helpful.
I do not have an update today on the food drive totals. The totals that I have, let me refresh this Google Doc just to make sure it hasn't changed. Nope, I don't have an update, which means that Miss Adams did not count yesterday. So today is the last day. If you have collection items in your room, please email Miss Adams so she can send a student council rep to come and collect those. But freshmen, you're watching this. By the time sixth period rolls around, I should be able to announce who will be having pizza tomorrow, so you can plan accordingly. So thank you all for donating. We appreciate that. And like Ms. Myers said, it all goes back into our local community, so that makes it even better. Speaking of community service opportunity, our AVID students are partnering with our village to host a giveaway that will be held here at our campus in January. Collection of items is starting now. Every Tuesday from 4 to 6 p.m., Mr. Suarez will be here for people to drop off items. So what are we looking for? Anything that would be useful for someone else as far as small home appliances, tools, gently used clothing, all of those things, because this event in January will not be a yard sale, it will be a giveaway. So we need to think of items that people would want to have that we could donate to help them out in a time of need. So if you are interested in helping with that, is also a community service opportunity. Mr. Julian, Mr. Raymond, Mr. Suarez, Mr. Bellinger, they're all kind of spearheading this. So if you need a community service form for that event, please, Mr. Raymond will make sure all the teachers have those. And so Mr. Suarez will be coordinating days for you to help. So that's coming up. So over Thanksgiving, be thinking, ask your parents if there are things around the house that they would love to clear out, knowing that for the holidays, sometimes you get more and you need to make space for those things, and then you can donate them to help someone in need.
All right. Yep, that sounds like a great thing. Make sure you do that. Students, couple quick things. One, just want to remind you that when you're out at lunches, we still need to be picking up trash. Remember, the planters are not trash cans, and I'm seeing a little extra trash being put there. So please make sure you put it in the can. We do come around. Also, we do have Jeopardy this Friday, early release day. It's going to be a lot of fun. So start brushing up on your facts.
I hear there are cookies or cupcakes or something for the winners on Friday. So
It's going to be fun. I'm excited. It's my first Jeopardy here at Freshman Campus, so it's going to be awesome.
Speaking of good things to eat, today is the holiday meal in the cafeteria. Make sure you're swinging through and getting a plate full of that goodness. I'm so excited for that. And you know, my favorite thing, I get to end the announcements with senior shout outs. And wow, I love this time of year because this is when early admissions notifications are going out. And so congratulations, huge congratulations to Sarah Makahoho. She got accepted into the biology program at UCF and FAU, 2 different schools. Congratulations, Sarah. We're so proud of you. Seniors, send me those college acceptance letters, program acceptance letters, and we'll make sure to get you on the announcements. All right, make it a great one as together we
Move forward.
Be great.
And be
Ramens.
all day.
Good morning, OHS. You've probably seen all the posters around school about sources of strength.
Each color of the wheel represents something you feel strong in terms of your mental health. If you have any questions, see Ms. Collier in room 1407 or email her.
Think about what you're feeling strong in today.
And have a great day.
Hello, welcome back to this month's wellness video. My name is Catherine Williams and I'm the Director of Mental Health and Behavioral Supports. It's really great to see you again. Kelly Chapman is also joining us again. She is one of our crisis counselors. Last month in October, we discussed coping and coping strategies. We also called it self-care. Let's review the ground rules that we established on the previous videos. Our first ground rule is that we should all listen with an open mind. Second, we will avoid personal stories. We will also be supportive of each other. We will not tease or make fun of each other or anyone or anything that is said in class. We will listen when someone is speaking, and only one person will speak at a time. Our last and most important ground rule is that whatever is said in this room stays in this room. This is a safe place to speak and ask questions. What is said in this room should not be gossiped about later in the hallways or on social media. However, it is important to know that if a student discloses potential harmful behavior to self or others to an adult in the room, the adult is required by law to report this behavior.
Hello, today we're going to talk about removing the stigma on mental health and how to help yourself, a friend, or a family member that is struggling with a mental health disorder or a mental health challenge, and the resources that are available and how to access those resources. Do you know what this means? Let's take a look. Mental illness is diagnosed when it affects a person's thinking, emotional state, and behavior, and when it disrupts the person's ability to work, attend school, or carry out daily activities. Stress, anxiety, and depression can be associated with mental health issues, but there's more. Some signs and symptoms of mental health challenges are emotional changes. This can be feeling depressed or hopeless, social isolation, self-injuring, prior suicidal thinking and or behaviors, having family members or friends who have attempted or died by suicide, stressful events, abuse, trauma, significant physical and behavioral changes, drug and alcohol abuse. Mental health has been a big topic of conversation recently. In fact, the Okeechobee County School District created a whole department solely devoted to mental health and behavior. If you'll recall from our first wellness video, we really want to stop the stigma about mental health. What's a stigma? Yes, you're correct. Saying there's a stigma towards mental health means that there may be negative attitudes towards mental health and mental health challenges because of a lack of understanding about mental health. Let's watch this video about breaking the stigma.
What would you do if your friend came up to you and said,
I'm struggling with depression?
what would you do?
If your friend had a panic attack?
It's hard to know what to do.
What to say?
It's hard when you want to help, but don't know how.
Here's how you can help a friend in need.
You can say, I'm here for you.
You're not alone in this.
You're not alone in this.
I will listen to you.
We are going to figure this out.
We are going to figure this out.
You are important to me.
You are important to me, and I care about what you're going through.
Then,
Then, be there. Be a friend.
Be a friend.
be a friend.
Go with them as they seek help. Listen.
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 Like, really listen.
Like, really listen.
Seek to understand.
Seek to understand. Not judge. Not judge.
Lastly,
Educate yourself.
educate yourself.
Share this video with your friends.
Share this video with your friends.
Use the hashtag more than a stigma.
Use the hashtag more than a stigma. Let's see past the stigma of mental illness.
Let's see past the stigma of mental illness.
Let's see past the stigma of mental illness.
There are resources at school and in the community that can help you with any mental health related issue that you are experiencing. These resources include, but are not limited to, school counselors, agency counselors, crisis counselors, behavior interventionists, hotlines, small group counseling, and mentoring. Getting help can be a personal and difficult choice. It starts with talking to someone. Talk to a trusted adult. I know that we want to talk to our friends, but it's very important to talk to a trusted adult. That adult may not have all of the answers, but he or she will know who to talk to get you the help that you need from school or the community. Let's watch a video about qualities of a trusted adult.
What qualities do you need in an adult to be able to trust them and talk to them?
Caring. There for you.
Willing to listen.
Respectful. Being reliable. Kindness. Unjudgmental. Patience.
Honesty. Helpful. Trustful.
Helpful. Loving.
Open-minded.
Dependable. Supportive. Responsible. Is patient.
Caring.
Good listener.
Healthy.
Supportive.
Taking action serious. And last but not least,
Trustworthy. Trustworthy.
Trustworthy.
trustworthy.
Let's look at some struggles teens face. A breakup, divorce, loss of a loved one or pet, DCF involvement, homelessness, abuse, and academic issues. Can you think of other challenges? Do you know the signs and symptoms of depression and suicide? Here are some signs and symptoms. Some suicidal warning signs can include suicidal threats, notes, plans, and/or social media posts. Some people may begin to give away their favorite items. There could be preoccupation with death or noticeable changes in behavior, including sleeping, eating, or appearance. Other times there may be extreme mood swings or even withdrawal. Remember, there is always hope for you and others. If you or someone you know is experiencing any of these signs or symptoms of suicide, please go to a trusted adult at school or at home, such as a parent or guardian, teacher, school counselor, or SRO.
Welcome to Teen Tip Tuesday, demonstrating everyday life skills. The more we know, the better we live. Brought to you by OSU Extension.
Hi, my name is Larissa Dunphy, and I'm the Family and Consumer Science Educator in Belmont County for OSU Extension. And our topic today is mental health.
Have you ever felt left out by your friends? Do you ever feel like you're not the right shape or size? Do you ever think you are just a big disappointment?
We all have different feelings that come and go, and teens are no different.
However, sometimes those feelings can lead to long-term sadness, severe mood swings, repeated use of drugs or alcohol, and other warning signs. If you experience intense worries or fears, have difficulty concentrating, feel out of control, or think about hurting yourself, it is important to tell someone. These feelings can be difficult to share with others, but you should never be ashamed to ask for help.
Did you know 1 in 5 teens experience a mental health illness? You are not alone. You are not the only one who struggles with these feelings.
It's true that when you experience mental health issues, your vision gets clouded and you stop seeing the people who love you in the same way. You stop noticing they care. It's easy to forget you matter and you are loved. You feel like you are all alone.
Please hear me when I say, you matter. You are not alone. Help is available.
I encourage you to share how you're feeling with a trusted adult. Maybe it's a parent, school teacher, coach, club advisor, pastor, or family friend. This can be a difficult step, but it is necessary to getting help. These people love and care about you and understand life can be tough sometimes. By asking for help, you are taking the first step to feeling better.
If you aren't ready to share the feelings that you have with someone you know, please consider calling or texting the crisis hotline.
The crisis text line is free, confidential, and available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. A trained counselor will listen to you and connect you with resources to help you.
You matter. You are not alone.
Okay, so let's check your knowledge. What would you do in this situation? Alex shares with you that he's feeling sad, depressed, and helpless today because of relationship issues. Teachers, please pause the video to allow students to discuss. Great job. I like how you listened non-judgmentally and you asked who his trusted adult was and immediately went to that adult for help. It's important to remember not to leave that person alone. If you receive a call, a text, or an email, please do not disregard the comments. You need to immediately tell an adult who can get in contact with the parent or the guardian. What would you do if a parent was not home with you or you couldn't reach your friend's parent? You are correct. Stay on the phone with your friend and call 911 and have someone dispatched out to their home. Your friend may be mad at you for some time, but remember, it's better to lose a friendship than to lose a friend. Okay, so now we're going to watch a short video on how to help a friend who is struggling.
What I would say is that very often the face of depression or the face of mental illness can sometimes look different to what you anticipate. I imagine it a bit like an analogy of looking at planet Earth from space, and from far away it can look harmonious and peaceful and okay, but actually when you get up closer you realize there's a lot of conflict and a lot of difficulties. So I would say to friends to remember to keep engaging with your friends, to keep checking in, leaning in to them and checking out how they're doing, to include them constantly, even if every time you ask they say, I don't want to, I just want to stay at home, leave me alone. Include, don't exclude. And I think the final thing I would say for adolescents is to let a trusted adult know that this kind of issue shouldn't be on your shoulders alone, that this is a big issue, and if you're very concerned about your friends, speak to a trusted adult.
Next, let's review the phone numbers and helplines that you can use for help. The numbers on the screen, including the Suicide Prevention Hotline, 1-800-273-TALK or 8255. It's available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. 211 is good if you just want to talk to someone, and of course, 911 is for immediate emergencies. Remember, there is always hope.
Remember that during our last video, we asked you to make sure that you have some helpful coping and self-care strategies that can help you when you need to calm down, relax, and or de-stress. We also showed you some strategies at the beginning of this video. Some very helpful ones are deep breathing, reading, music, journaling, exercising, talking it out with a trusted adult, and creating a routine. Today's relaxation activity is called shoulder roll breathing. First, sit comfortably in your chair with your feet flat on the floor. Next, take a deep breath in through your nose and relax your entire body. Now roll your shoulders up to your ears as you inhale deeply for a count of 3. Breathe out through your mouth and roll your shoulders down and back, as far from your ears as you can get as you exhale for a count of 4. Repeat slowly in a continuous movement of shoulder roll by breathing in and out. We hope you learned from this lesson. Today's wellness video, lesson, and activity was developed by our district licensed mental health professionals. Remember, we want you to know that it's okay to speak with someone if you feel you need some help or support. Teachers are available and you can always see your school counselor. We hope you enjoyed today's lesson and we look forward to seeing you for our next wellness video.